Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing, and I'm here to wrap up No Paper Left Behind for October. If you're not familiar with No Paper Left Behind, Daniela Hayes started it. It is a challenge to yourself. You choose paper from somewhere in your stash. You choose a pad, a collection. It could be brand new. It could be partial that you took the good stuff out of and put back, and you commit to using it in the month. That's it. You make videos and show us what you're working on, and you commit to use it all. And we do typically show our scraps. The idea is to challenge yourself. I have learned so much about what paper I do and don't want to buy. I've learned about, like this month, this journal, I tweaked my measurements just a little bit from the fabulous journal that I received in a giveaway from Cat and Paws, so that I would have a 4-inch strip at the bottom to make cards. Less waste, less scraps, very easy, no paper left behind. It's just a really great challenge. I will list down below, I'll try and remember to link to other people that are doing it. Tanisha K is doing it, Susan Tootsie Tuckers, Robin's Feathered Nest, Chica Chats has joined us on Instagram. That's Chica Chats with a Z. We may have had some other people on Instagram join us. If you've joined and I forgot to mention you, be sure and comment down below. I'll be happy to list you in the description and add that in for you. This month is a little bit different for me because I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you everything. That's just sometimes how it goes once you get into the holiday season. I made 4 cards. I showed them in a prior video, so you can go back and see them. This was actually my least favorite. That's why I kept it. And a journal, and then I made some tags. The tags I loved. I embellished them the rest of the way using this paper, but I don't want to show that. I'm going to walk you through the journal. The only thing I have left to do in the journal is, I think in yesterday's video, I showed you that I put the string on the Santa journal. When I looked at it, okay, I did get a charm on, but it's not adorable, right? And then I went back and forth because I have this one that's a much cuter paper clip, but is it better to use silver and gold together or white? This one's kind of bent. I don't know. So the charms, like my snowflake charms and these, look at these, you guys. I want to use these clock ones, one of them on the Carta Bella journal that I have here. What do you call this stuff? The stretchy stuff for making jewelry. The one I have is 2 millimeters, I think. It's too thick. I noticed that the one that Gretchen used on this journal is much, much smaller. I have some coming on Amazon tomorrow that's 1 millimeter, and I'm hoping that it'll work for all these other things. Then I can use a smaller eyelet too. This journal was just too cute for me to not be able to finish it the way I envisioned. And this is what I was thinking. I might put the thing right through there, and then this would sit somewhere right about there. Or I could use this one. Be sure and tell me which one you like. I think the darker one fits this pattern, this collection better, and this one seems a little bit crooked to me, so it kind of bothered me. But maybe that one would be more fun. I don't know. I kind of like the darker one. The challenge is about paper, and I have used the paper. These are my scraps, and if you look in this, there is... I mean, this month I went down to dust. My tiniest die cuts. My tiniest dies, I mean, it was crazy. And I started with Carta Bella, Christmas Delivery. This was wonderful paper to work with. I highly recommend that you pick up some Carta Bella paper and enjoy the texture and thickness, and it makes you just live to stay home and paper craft all day. It's wonderful. The challenge isn't about the stickers, but I did a pretty good job using them up. I take my 12 by 12 sheet and I cut it down and throw them away, and this is what I had left. I thought it was funny. I still have this adorable postage stamp left. And what I'll probably do is tuck these in the journal so that they're handy just in case I want to add something. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this journal, so if you're in love with it, stay tuned because I could see it being part of a giveaway coming up. I'm just not sure yet. The cover, I just took a cut apart and a piece of inexpensive black cardstock, stitched it, flipped it open. I have a pocket. I used one of my Tim Holtz dies right here. I bought these with the vision of making fringed edges, but they cut it off, so I don't know. I'm gonna look online tonight and see project ideas for them, but they're not what I envisioned. Maybe I needed like one of those Martha Stewart punches. I wanted to do it like Daniela does. Then I have a sticker that says Christmas delivery and a little wish list thing. And look at this, a little tiny heart puffy sticker that says Mary on it from those Merry Days puffy stickers that I got this week. Oh my gosh. Let's go get the Christmas tree, and if you flip up, it's a journaling tuck spot, and it's washi tape, but I have added some glue so it doesn't fall off. And then just scraps of paper and an extra sticker. Little surprise under there. And then on this side, I have a tuck spot and a little card with stickers on it. And I rounded the corners on almost everything in here. And this one's light colored, so you could journal on the back. And I figure on these super busy pages, this would either be a page to collage on, or you could take a solid color cardstock and write on it and mat it. This page I went kind of crazy. I had a bit of a die cut left, Make-A-Wish sticker. I have some red stitching. Then I made this funny little tag. I had a couple half-inch strips left, and I was just bound and determined to use everything, so I just started flagging things. And a stitch die, and I took my silver pen and went around it and then put a gold star. I did mix gold and silver, but stars, you can't go wrong. Here's another piece of a die, some layered punches and a sticker, a ribbon that I didn't like how it laid down, so I tore a piece of paper and put it on top of it. That's a oops, don't like that. No peeking and some stars, and this was just another piece of paper that I glued on there in a different way for interest. I think journals are super fun when every single page isn't the same size, but sometimes when I'm making them, I forget that part. So this was a small one and then an extra thing hanging off. I would have liked to make this a little bigger, but honestly, I was trying to use the scraps I had. On the back, I have a truck sticker and quite a few star die cuts, and then some snow and some plaid. And look at this little guy. There's a little bit of black ribbon and another half-inch that I had left, so I was just using my tiny attacher. If you don't have a tiny attacher, that's fine. Use a regular stapler, use glue, use a brad, whatever. I got my tiny attacher at a garage sale, and I'm bound and determined to use it. Red stitching and some stickers, Joy to the World, and it's a pocket. Then a tuck spot. This, I haven't really done this before. I put a flag with the, just glued it and then with the die, but it doesn't work super well with this thing. So I glued this side down. I don't know. You really have to take it out this way. Anyway, it's cute, but maybe not as functional as it could have been. And then another tuck spot with just a little tab sticker there. And this one, I like the ones that are light on the back, so you could write something if you wanted. And then this clip holds this just kind of here for whatever. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and I've inked the edges and rounded the corner. And in this one, because I used up so much paper, there aren't bits of paper and journaling cards in all the pockets. I mean, there's just not a lot left. This one is pretty cute, so I have this one as a tuck spot just to add some interest. Meet me under the mistletoe. Joyful, and it has 25 on there, and red plaid sticker with a package, and then the green plaid over here. I know I've said it before, but I kind of like to make my pages correspond. More like a double page layout than sheer chaos. And that's probably a bit of a scrapbooking thing. You know, true junk journalers aren't going to do that, probably. I left the string so that it hangs out a little. Somebody could attach charms to it. I guess I could be somebody. Or if that's not the style that people like, then they could just trim it up or tie a bow. I just left it. And I like this middle page that has the grids on it to write on. And then here is a die, and it wasn't long enough. It was only 3. So I punched another one and glued it down, and you can't really tell. I can't tell. And I did it. Oops. We've got a stray piece of paper, an escapee. Here, another tuck card. This one's kind of cute. That's just a bow that Noni had punched out of something and given to me, and so I put it on there. These are my scraps. I had some scraps left, And so I made a tag. This is a different Echo Park paper, but I didn't even have enough to cover the back. So this was, on the very underneath you can see, it was paper from this collection. And I probably should have put that on the back and built the thing on the Echo Park, but I didn't think it through. So I put all my scraps on there like any of my scrap cards. I used a circle die and punched through the middle. That's a pretty heavy-duty punch to get through all those layers of cardstock, so I did use the big orange crocodile tool for that. I inked the edges of it, and like I said, I glued that layer on the back and just tucked it in. That would be fun for a gift package. It would be a great base to put on a card and decorate up, or it could just live its whole life sitting in this pocket looking adorable. And here I have the die again. They're probably different ones. There's 4 in the pack. And this is a cut apart from the thing that says Deliver Joy. This one, I kind of went a little crazy and I don't really have a focal point. I don't know. It's okay. So I put Joy up here. It's a little crooked. Can you hear the jingle bells? And then I have some leaves around it. And I like these little puffy stars. Again, those are out of Merry Days. And some packages right here next to the sleigh. So it's not a bad idea. It's just not a perfect layout for sure. Dear Santa, again, I'm taking the cut aparts from the collection, making a pocket, and then putting a sticker on top of it. And these are the clips from the Merry Days collection for Tuesday morning. The pink one just does not go. So what I thought I would do is, I had another one on here. I lost it. Maybe add a gold or a green so there would be 3, but have a tree and a star, and then just one plain clip. And this is just a sheet of paper. This one is a Christmas cheer, and it's a pocket. And I used a die cut star to dot the eye, just for fun. In fact, I might even just put this in here so it's more obvious that it's a pocket. How about that? And this page, I had a sticker right here, and I just didn't think it was enough. So I took one of those 1/2 inches of paper that I had, angled it, and then I fussy cut, which is super easy if it's a rectangle, right? A little tiny package out of the paper, you know, kind of like this, but a different section, and just glued it on there for some interest. I like to really layer up my embellishments, but if you get too crazy, the journal just doesn't close right. I mean, the way I usually do things is like a cluster, and if I did that at the bottom of the page on all of them, it would be a mess. See, like this one I tried to keep it calm, but oh, look how cute it is. So I took a scrap of that paper and die cut it with the heart, and I did not plan for that snowflake to be right in the middle. It just worked out perfectly. And then I had some green and I used a star, and I had already put a tiny green heart right there. And then of course it's a pocket. I like this red plaid. That's a fun one. And then here I was just playing around. I fussy cut a snowflake. I had some stars. Again, not a great layout, right? You get down to the end. Oh, and this is just a circle punch of that paper. You get down to the end and you get a little crazy. Yeah, this would be an example. I was playing with fussy cutting the snowflakes, using up the remaining stickers, and layering up washi tapes that maybe didn't perfectly match, but I wanted to use in the book and hadn't really played with, and just tearing them. They're glued on so that they won't lift up so much, and I think if somebody just hated that, they could just cut this sucker right off and it'd be fine. And then 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly and a North Pole sticker, or you can always put something over the top of them. And then not much on the back. Clearly, I started to run out of stuff. This cluster I had fun with, and I had chipboard from the Echo Park collection for Celebrate Christmas, which, you know, this one's Carta Bella Christmas Delivery, but the chipboard just made it too thick. So I was playing around with the gold thread and the, I don't know, can you guys see? There's like some tulle, and then I tucked stickers and stuff. I was just playing, and I put Good Tidings of Comfort and Joy on top of it. That sucker made it so thick and tough to work with. So I only used one piece of chipboard in the book, but I did have fun. And again, this is a big pocket and special delivery, rush order. I left, the dogs always wake up when I talk. I left these in the back. And then, oops, there's another one. Okay, so I do have these two left. These are my 2 big pieces of scraps. And I'm done, you guys. And then this one, I think what I'll probably do, I don't know. No, it's too fat. But this is a pocket too that's not showing up very well. When I just have a few stickers left, I like to put them with the project or in the journal and just keep them there so that if I give it away, the person has it, or if I want to use them, I can find them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these because if I fold them, whichever way I fold them, we're going to lose some letters. So I don't know if those are going to be in there or not. They might just get lost probably. So that is my No Paper Left Behind. I think I did a great job using it up, and I hope that you enjoyed seeing this project. I love this journal, you guys. Oops, it's not supposed to have a gold flower stuck to the back. Hopefully we didn't mess it up. There we go. I think wouldn't this be a fun December daily? I haven't done a December daily, but with my understanding of it, this would be a great book for it. What should I do for November No Paper Left Behind? Do you want to see Home for the Holidays by Alicia Gordon? I have dipped into this a little bit to start my pocket letter, but the pocket letter is just not going to use very much of it. So I could do More Christmas. This one has stickers, a lot of different stuff. Or we could do Auburn Lane. I have embellishments, 2 types of embellishments. This one piece of paper is not Auburn Lane. It was just something that I put in there because of coloring. These 2, and then I have the 6x8 of it. So vote down below and tell me if you want to see Auburn Lane or if you want to see the Christmas one. And you just let me know. Clearly, if we go Auburn Lane, we are making cards. I don't know. Is there a 6x8 journal I'm not thinking of? I think we'd mean making cards. I love the foiling. Either way, I'll use them both at some point, so you guys just let me know which one you want to see. And thank you so much for watching. Don't be shy. If you guys want to join us in the No Paper Left Behind challenge, it is super fun, and it really makes you think before you buy paper and bring it home. So if you're like me and you have a bit of a paper buying problem, you might want to join us. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.